హాయ్ ఎవ్రీబడి, వెల్కమ్ టు ఎస్ఎంఆర్ తెలుగు ఎడ్యుకేషన్. ఈ వీడియోస్లో మనం ఏం డిస్కస్ చేద్దామంటే పాయింటర్స్. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ ఎ పాయింటర్? సో పాయింటర్ is very important concept in C language. If you want to understand the arrays, strings, structures and data structures, okay, linked list, all these concepts are based on pointers concept. We don't know pointers, understanding these concepts are very difficult. Okay, so what is a pointer? So in pointers we can discuss two operators called address of and then asterisk. This is address of operator, this is called asterisk. This is address of operator, another one is asterisk. So this operator is called indirect operator, dereference operator, or object at that location, or variable at that location. So here object and variable both are same meaning. In C language we can call variable. In object oriented programming we are called as an object. Okay, so in pointers concept we have to discuss two operators called address of and then asterisk. Okay, so next one is, what is the meaning of int a? Here a is a variable of type int. In a we can store integer value. Similarly, what is the meaning of int asterisk ptr? So this is a pointer variable declaration. Here the ptr is a variable of type int asterisk. So please remember, a is a variable of type int. In a we can store integer value. Similarly, ptr is a variable of type int asterisk. So please remember, in this syntax, int and we are giving space and then asterisk and we are given space ptr. Okay, this is also is equal to, if you sometimes you have to write int asterisk ptr, no space, all are same meaning. Sometimes we are write int asterisk space ptr, sometimes we are write int space asterisk ptr. So all are same meaning. Okay, there is no difference. In ptr ptr is a variable of type int asterisk is the first point. Second one is, ptr is a pointer variable. So ptr is a pointer variable of int. This meaning is, in ptr we can store integer variable address. Though the pointers means pointer is a variable, so ptr is a variable of type int asterisk. So here we are mixing these two things. Here a is always gives int value. Similarly, asterisk ptr always gives int value. So asterisk ptr always gives int value. So here the ptr is called a pointer variable of type int. Okay, this is the meaning of pointer and the declaration. Okay, whenever we are declaring a variable, every variable has some name, some value and some address. Here we are discussing int a. Here we are writing a small example. So void main. So here I am increasing the font size. Void main. So int a, int asterisk ptr, and then a is equal to 10. Here a is a variable. A is a variable of type int. In a we can store integer value. That's why we are storing 10 value into a. In ptr, ptr is a variable of type int asterisk. In ptr we can store integer variable address. Okay, here we are writing a. So a, every variable has variable name is a. So some address 500. So initial value is garbage value. Since C language, the initial value of auto variable is garbage value. Similarly, int asterisk ptr, same, ptr is a variable. Here the memory is allocated for variable name is ptr. ptr, every variable has some address. I will take 600. The initial value is garbage value. Okay, so we know the execution up to this statement. Whenever this statement is executed, the value of a is 10. Okay, here the garbage value is replaced with 10. So the value of a is 10. Here the ptr is equal to address of a. So address of a. So what is the value of a? Here the value of a is 10. So what is the address of a? The address of a is 500. Here the 500 is stored in ptr. So this garbage value is replaced with address of a, that is 500. Now this variable is pointing to this one. So please understand, ptr is a variable of type int asterisk. That means in ptr we can store integer variable address. Here the integer variable is 500. 500 is stored in ptr. Okay. So this one is very, very important. So ptr is equal to asterisk ptr is equal to 20. Here I am printing printf %d comma a comma asterisk ptr. And then close the curly brace. Okay, so this one is, so please observe this one. In pointers concept, this one is very, very important. So what is asterisk ptr? So what is asterisk ptr? So please observe, asterisk ptr is always gives int value. Asterisk ptr always gives int value. Okay, here the asterisk is a indirect operator or dereference operator or object at that location. So please remember, in C language there are lot of operators are there. One of the operators is address of and asterisk. In C language, all operators return a value, but asterisk is a operator that returns an object at that location or variable at that location. This asterisk returns object at that location. So please remember, what is the PTR? PTR is a variable of type int asterisk. Here the PTR is 500, address of PTR is 600. Here asterisk PTR means object at that location. That means here the PTR is 500 object of 500 object. What is the A is a variable which has the address of 500. That means this operator, asterisk operator, returns 500 address variable or 500 address object. Indirectly, this is called A. So indirectly it is called A. That means A is equal to 20. So what is the value of A? Here the value of A is replaced with 20. Okay, yes. So this is called indirect operator or dereference operator. Indirect, asterisk PTR means indirect operator. That indirect operator is 500 address location variable is A. Okay, right. So what is A? Value of A is 20. So 20 is printed. Next, what is PTR? 500. What is asterisk PTR? 500 address variable. What is 500 address variable? Indirectly A, that is 20. So output is 20, 20. If you run this code, we will get the output of 20, 20. Okay. So void main. So within the curly braces, declare two variables, int A. So int asterisk PTR. So A is equal to 20. First we have to assign 10. In PTR, we can assign address of A. Next, asterisk PTR is equal to 20. I am printing printf %d space %d comma A comma asterisk PTR. Here I am explaining every statement line by line. Our execution is always starts from main. Okay. Here we are using debug. We have two variables called A and then PTR. PTR. Okay. Okay. In our code, we have assigned declare two variables A PTR. A garbage value -29094. PTR default value this one. Whenever this statement is executed, value of A is assigned. Value of 10 is assigned to A. So A value is 10. Next, PTR is equal to address of A. Address of A is some unsigned int value 0 to 65,535. Some value is assigned. This is PTR value. What is asterisk PTR? Please observe carefully. Asterisk PTR means PTR is address of A. Asterisk PTR is indirect operator, that is A. Asterisk operator returns a variable, not a value. Okay. So indirectly value of A is 20. Please see here the value of A is 20. Next, this statement A value is 20 and asterisk PTR is address of A. Asterisk PTR is indirectly A. What is the value of A? 20. So the output is Alt F5 2020. Okay.